Hello ARMY, welcome to Bora News. I'm Sarah and today's video will be covering BTS updates from June 3rd to June 9th. It is Festa season and that means Festa photos. A behind the scenes look at this year's Festa photo shoot was uploaded. That particular behind the scenes was for their classic photos, which were shared on Weverse. They also shared a behind the scenes look at the Festa news skit that was uploaded last week. It was also announced on Weverse that there will be 3 live BTS replay events. This will include lives featuring BTS music videos, solo music videos, and a replay of the 5th Muster Magic Shop in Busan. Each live will take place at 8 p.m. Korean Standard Time from the 10th through the 12th. To celebrate Festa, the official BTS Twitter shared a Naver article about the event. Information about this year's exclusive Festa merch was shared on Weverse. This merch is available for pre-order and will be available for pickup beginning June 13th. It was also announced on Weverse that a mini capsule album will be available for purchase within the Festa zone. I might be dating myself with this reference, but these look exactly like hit clips. It was announced on the story of the official BTS Instagram that there is an official Festa hashtag on the app, and if you search BTS Festa, you can vote on your ARMY type. They also shared clips of Jin and Hobi filling out their Festa profiles, which were then shared on Weverse. The translations that I'm showing on the screen are the translations provided by Bangtan subs. And we can see in these profiles that Jin and Hobi picked out each other's outfits for this year's Festa photo shoot. Photos from this photo shoot were shared on Weverse. A behind-the-scenes look at this photo shoot was shared on the Bangtan TV YouTube channel. The next day they shared even more photos from this photo shoot. And lastly, HYBE celebrated BTS's reunion at this year's Festa by wrapping their headquarters with the phrase "We are back" and featuring the BTS and ARMY logos. This is something HYBE has done to celebrate Festa for the last 2 years after Namjoon suggested the idea. It was announced on Weverse ARMY that purchased Run BTS Poly Highlight Package are eligible to enter a raffle to attend a special event. A new version of Weverse is now available for download. This version includes a new calendar feature under the Community tab, which I am extra excited about. This seems really useful. The official social media accounts for BTS, Weverse, and HYBE labels shared a concept trailer for the upcoming HYBE Cinefest in Asia. On Weverse, Big Hit shared their notice for the discharge of Namjoon, Jimin, Tae, and JK. And I already know that most of the ARMY who listen to my channel are already very aware of ARMY etiquette and know how to behave properly. But just in case there are any baby ARMY who've made their way to my channel since the last time we discussed this, I want to make it very clear that Big Hit has said not to attend the boys' discharge. They're making it very clear in this statement that these events are not for ARMY. The boys' discharge is not under Big Hit's control, so they will not be able to guarantee the safety of BTS or ARMY. So please respect the wishes of the boys and do not attend. It is incredibly rude to show up to an event you were not invited to. Sorry I had to get serious with you there, ARMY. In happier news, Namjoon posted on his Instagram story to celebrate that this is his last week of enlistment. He also shared a photo of himself out with other members of Team Right People Wrong Place from one of his days off. He also shared photos of himself out Namjooning in a post on Instagram. A few days later, he shared a few more photos of himself on his Instagram story. And then on his final day of service, he shared his final set of photo booth photos and updated his Instagram bio to tag the official BTS and Right People Wrong Place accounts. I try not to assume how the boys might think or feel about certain situations, but I just know in my heart of hearts that Namjoon was so happy to update that Instagram bio. In this week's Weverse magazine, they published an article featuring a playlist that Jin had created. The playlist features a few of his most common collaborators, a concept film, and photos for the merch for the upcoming Run Seokjin EP tour was posted onto Twitter. Pre-orders for the items will begin on June 12th. clips from episode 14 of Netflix's Screwballs were uploaded onto YouTube. This episode was Jin's second appearance on the show. Jin's alcohol brand, iJin, released new promotional photos featuring Jin for their new summer flavors. I'm convinced that Jin picked the most RJ-looking dog he could find for this photo shoot. Jin spent even more time with puppies, as BuzzFeed announced that Jin will be the next guest in their puppy interview series. They shared photos from the appearance on their Twitter and an exclusive voice note from Jin on their Instagram. The episode will be uploaded onto BuzzFeed's YouTube channel on June 10th. On Twitter, Jin shared selfies from his Hi Seokjin fan meeting in Japan. And on Twitter, Big Hit shared a Naver article summarizing Hobi's musical journey in the first half of 2025 and Jin's upcoming tour in the latter half. On the Hype label's YouTube channel, a teaser for Hobi's new single, Killing It Girl, was uploaded. On his personal TikTok, Hobi uploaded a video of himself using the audio from the teaser, and Big Hit shared Naver articles discussing the upcoming song and the release of the teaser. On the official Hype Merch Twitter account, concept films and photos were shared for the Hope on the Stage final merch, which is now available to be ordered. On the official BTS Instagram, more information about the Hope on the Stage final streaming passes were shared on the Instagram story, and on the Hope 2 Instagram channel, Hobi shared photos from the BTS practice room. It seems like Hobi's been spending a lot of time in that room, as he shared photos and videos that he had taken in that room on multiple days last week. He also shared that Louis Vuitton had gifted him some new shoes. And I don't know if this is just the camera angle, but those shoes look ginormous, like even bigger than JK's Stompers. He also shared that Jin had gifted him a signed copy of Echo, as well as another video of himself in the practice room. In an Instagram post, he celebrated the end of the Asian leg of the Hope on the Stage tour. On Twitter, Hype Insight shared that ARMY that visit the And What exhibit from June 6th to June 13th will receive an exclusive photo card. The exhibit is currently taking place in Seoul and will remain open until the end of the month. It was announced that Hobi will be making a musical appearance on Nippon TV's The Music Day 2025. His performance will air on July 5th. The official NBC Entertainment YouTube channel uploaded a teaser for their show Omniscient Interfering View, revealing that the guest for their upcoming episode will be Hobi. The episode will air on June 14th. Tae also posted on his Instagram, I feel like he shared one of each type of photo that we usually get from BTS. A mirror selfie, a photo strip, a candid photo, a shirtless photo where you can't actually see that much, and a gym photo with lots of flexing. In this week's Billboard news, Don't Say You Love Me, Who, and Seven all charted on both Billboard Global 200 and Billboard Global excluding US. Echo charted on the Billboard 200, and Jin charted on Billboard Artist 100. In Spotify news, On surpassed 500 million streams, becoming BTS's 16th song to achieve this. And Don't Say You Love Me surpassed 100 million streams, becoming Jin's 7th song to achieve this. And that's all for this week's BTS Updates Army. I am so excited, my next video will have Namjoon and the Maknae Line's Discharge. On one hand, it feels like it took an eternity to get to this point, but if I stop and think about it, these last few years have gone by so fast, and we are so close now to having all of our boys home. I am going to be an emotional wreck when I finally get to see Yoongi again. Well, Army, thank you so much for spending this time with me. Remember, I have links to all of the resources that I used to create this video in the description box. Please remember to take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Bora, hey Army.